It's my move. I draw. I'll set 2 cards face down and end my turn.
That's all. That's all you gotta. Oh my god, that's so weak. To be honest, wow. I will start with normal summoning Element Saber Malo. His effect allows me to discard an Element Saber card from my hand and send another Element Saber from my deck to my graveyard. I'll send my Element Saber Lapaulia. I will set a card and pass as well.
I draw. I'll set another card and I'll normal summon my Predaplant Spinodiana. When this card is summoned, I target your Mallow and I give it a Predator counter, decreasing its level to
Interesting.
1. I'll now attack it with my Spinodiana.
Sure, I will allow it. I'll take the
Spinodiana's
damage.
effect: when it destroys a monster with a lower level than itself, I can special one Predaplant monster from my deck. And the monster I choose to special summon will be... I think I will choose this card, my Cordyceps. With that, I'll end my
Oh,
turn.
interesting. I'll draw. I'll just proceed by setting a card face down and passing my turn.
You sure talked a big game. I suppose
Well,
I'll draw. If you won't go on the offensive, I suppose I'll have to. I'll flip summon the Botanical Girl. With that, I enter the battle phase. I'll attack you with both my plants.
I will not allow your first attack. I'll activate my counter gate. It allows me to negate a direct attack and draw a card. If it's a monster card, I can immediate normal summon it in attack position. I draw. And I will immediate normal summon my Element Saber Molhu.
That is unfortunate. I suppose if that's the case, I will just pass my turn.
I draw. Yeah, interesting set of cards you have assembled over there. I will guess I'll go to battle phase, and my Molhu will attack your Spinal Dynaya.
That's
That is a
fine.
complicated card name.
It is a loss, though. I'll draw. Hmm. I'll activate my Jar of Greed to draw an additional card. Ooh,
Sure.
that's what I was looking for. I'm going to activate this additional card. I'll activate my Predapractice, special summoning one Predaplant monster from my hand, and then I'll add one Predap card from my deck to my hand. So I'll special summon Heliomorphornicus from my hand, and then I'll get to add a Predap card from my deck to my hand. And the
That
card...
card sure is impressive, but I still don't have anything to go over my Molhu.
the card I'll be adding is... I suppose I'll add this, my Predaplaning trap card. With that, I'll set another card face down, and I will switch Botanical Girl to defense position, passing my turn over to you.
I will draw. I will activate my spell card, Reinforcements of the Army. It allows me to add a level 4 or lower warrior card from deck to my hand. I will choose to add my Element Saber Mechani. After that, I will normal summon my Element Saber Mechani. I'll now activate my spell card, Monster Incarnation, which allows me to discard a card and add another monster from the graveyard to my hand. I will add my Element Saber Aina back to my hand. And now I'll activate the effect of Makani. I'll discard my Aina and add one Elemental Saber or Elemental Lord from my deck to my hand. And this time I will choose my Elemental Saber La Paulia Mana. With that, I'll go to battle phase and I'll attack your Cordyceps with my Molhu.
Unfortunate.
After that play, I will end my turn.
I'll draw. Seems you're rather afraid of my botanical girl. But it's paid off quite well for me. Since you were so patient with her, I'll just get rid of her myself. I'll activate my spell card, Fragrance Storm. I target one plant monster I control and destroy it. Then I get to draw a card. And if the card I drew is a plant, I can reveal it and draw another card. And I did in fact draw a plant. My lovely Lone Fire Blossom, meaning I'll draw an additional card. And Botanical Girl's effect will now activate, adding one plant monster from my deck to my hand with 1,000 or less defense points. I guess you really should have tried to
Interesting.
attack me. It's your loss. I'll add my Clamiso Dundu. With that, I think I'll summon that newly added card. And now I'll activate my trap card, Preda Planning. I send one Preda Plant monster from my deck to the graveyard, and I place a Predator counter on each of your monsters. Which of my beautiful plants to go to the grave? I think I will choose my... How about this? I'll send my Darling Tona Cobra to the grave. Now each of your monsters gain a Predator counter. And
That
I'll
is an
activate
interesting move.
Clammy Sodundu's effect. I can fusion summon using this monster and other monsters on the field, including monsters with Predator counters on either side of the field. So I'll use Clammy Sodundu and Molohe to fusion summon my ace card, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon.
So it's out, huh?
It's a pretty good card. And then I'll activate the effect of Preda Planning from the graveyard. When I fusion summon, I can banish it and then target one card you control and destroy it. So I'll destroy that back row.
It was my Trap of Darkness.
Interesting. I suppose with that, I'll set another card face down. And, I think I'll summon this card, my Lord Poison, to the field. With that, I'll go to battle phase and have the Lord Poison walk over your Makani.
I'll take the 200 damage.
And you'll be taking a lot more than that thanks to Starving Venom.
I do indeed.
And with that, I suppose I'll end my turn.
But something you didn't notice is that now my game plan is on. Now that I have 5 of my Element Sabers in my graveyard, I can use the graveyard effects efficiently. I'll activate the effect of my Makani, my Molhu, my Aina, as well as my Lapalia, and make them all fire monsters in my graveyard. And with that, I will special summon the Pyrotex Elemental Lord from my hand. I need its special summon. It allows me to target a monster you control and destroy it, and then both players take damage equal to half of the original attack of that monster. And with that, I will choose your Predator Plant Helium Forionicus.
It's Heliomorphonicus, but that's alright. I suppose
Oh,
that's an unfortunate loss. That's only 600 points
well,
of damage, though. Not much.
that is true indeed. And with that, I'll go to the battle phase and I will attack your poison.
That is a significant chunk of damage, but now Lord Poison's effect activates, and I'll be able to special summon one plant-type monster in my graveyard, except for himself. And I think I will choose to summon my... I think I'll choose Spinodionea. You remember what this card does when it's summoned? I'll be giving the
Yes, I
Elemental
do.
Lord a Preda counter.
Interesting. Main phase 2, I will set another card face down and I will pass my turn.
I'll draw. Hmm. Well, I suppose no point in waiting. I will... Quite the situation. Well, I suppose that they say nothing venture, nothing game. I'll attack your elemental lord with my fusion dragon.
An interesting choice, but on attack declaration, I will activate my trap, Eternal Chaos. Attack one face-up monster you control, and then send one light and one dark monster from my deck to the graveyard, whose combined attack is less than or equal to that monster. And with that, I will send my Elementable Lapolia, as well as my Elementable Mohu, as their combined attack is 2300, which is less than your Venom. Starving
Alright.
Venom Fusion Dragon.
I don't see what that has to do with the battle.
It has nothing. Both die.
Which I'm a fan of. And then I'll attack you directly with Spino Dionea.
I'll take that damage.
It seems that you were the one that was 2 steps behind. With this, I'll summon my Predaplant Biblisps, and I'll activate my continuous spell, Super Solar Nutrient. I attribute one level 2 or lower plant monster to special summon one plant monster from my deck whose level is less than or equal to the level of the attributed monster had on the field. Wait, what? Oh, +3. So I will be summoning my level 3 Botanical Girl from the deck, and then I'll activate the effect of my Predaplant Biplisp. When it leaves the field, I add one Predaplant monster from my deck to my hand, except for Biplisp itself. And I'll choose my favorite monster, my Predaplant Flytrap. With this, I'll end my turn.
An interesting turn you have done there. I'll draw. And this turn, as it seems, will be even more interesting. I change my Lapolia, my other Lapolia, as well as a Malo in my graveyard to the Dark Attribute, and special summon Umbridge Elemental Lord from my hand. And if this card is special summoned, it allows me to add a monster with 1500 or less attack from my deck to my hand. With that, I will add my Element Saber Nalu, which has exactly 1500 attack points.
Hmm.
After that, I'll normal summon my Element Saber Aina. Its effect allows me to discard Element Saber monster in my hand, and then target Elemental Lord monster that has been probably summoned in my graveyard and special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions. There's only one Elemental Lord I can summon with this. Welcome back, Pyrorex, the Elemental Lord. And when this card is summoned, it allows me to destroy your Predaplant Spinal Dia.
And
We'll
we both
both
take
take
900
900
points of
damage.
damage. It seems you did have something in store.
Of course. I'll go to battle phase, and my pyro attacks will attack your botanical.
It's a lot of damage, but you remember what Botanical Girl does.
Of course I do.
And I'll choose to add my Predaplant Drophacillum Hydra to my hand.
But this will change nothing. I attack you directly with Umbridge, the Mental Lord.
This duel isn't over yet. I activate my trap card, Pinpoint Guard. Since you declared an attack, I special summon a level 4 or lower monster from my graveyard. Specifically, I think this time I will choose to bring back Lord Poison in defense position, and that monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects this turn.
Interesting. I did want to end this duel this turn, but I suppose I can wait another turn. I end my turn.
I told you I'm always 2 steps ahead of you, and this turn I'll end the duel. During the standby
Impossible.
phase, I'll set into motion the plan I began at the beginning of the duel. I can banish Cordyceps from my graveyard during the standby to revive 2 level 4 or lower Predaplant monsters in my graveyard. And the ones I'll be choosing are Cobra and once again Spinodionea. I'll be activating both their effects. Spinodionea, as you know, I'll just give a counter to Pyrorex again since he seems to like them so much. And the special effect of my Cobra activates. Since it was special summoned by the effect of a Predaplant monster, I can add a fusion spell from my deck to my hand. Specifically, my Polymerization. Unfortunately, I can no longer special summon any monsters except fusion monsters, and I also can't normal summon. But, as you already saw, I already planned to fusion summon. I'll activate Polymerization. I'll fuse Hydra, and I will fuse my... I suppose we'll just use that Cobra I brought back to special summon my Chimera Reflasia. With that, I'll activate Chimera's Reflasia effect. Once while face up on the field, I can target a monster with a level less than or equal to it and destroy it. Usually, your elemental lords would be much higher level, but thanks to the effect of my Predator counter, Pyrolex is currently level 1, so I'll be destroying him once again.
Why do you hate my elemental lords that much?
I don't hate them, they're simply in my way. But this duel is over, because Chimera Aphasia has another effect. I'll attack your Umbrich, and then its effect will activate. When it attacks a monster, I can activate this effect, and until the end of this turn, your monster loses 500 attack points, and my monster gains 500 attack points.
What? I'll take 700 damage.
And then I'll have Lord Porzin attack the Ina.
This not possible. How could I lose?
Because I've been 2 steps ahead of you the entire duel. And with this, Spino Diana will take its final chomp out of your life points, ending this duel. Good game, bro.